Yeah, hello everybody. Thanks for watching all that stuff. No frames dropped yet. I don't know what the fuck happens the first try, but it's working. I'll log in earlier and just fucking redo my router, I guess.
All that stuff.
But we're here. We're good. I'm sorry.
Okay. I think we're only a half an hour behind, which means we're on time. So, where we left off. I didn't even know how we did this. Where we left off. We can just use today.
No, I didn't. Ah!
Someone clip this. Will you clip for their ad?
Someone's echoing.
It's true. They could be your DJs for a wedding or other special event.
Hire them.
Wait, can we hire you to be our audio managers for the stream? Like once Luke starts making revenue? Oh yeah, you're gonna do the lipping thing again, Brandon? Oh, okay, yeah, sure. I get it, it's okay. It's fine.
He's giving us the silent treat.
You're muted. We still can't hear you.
Have we been in this pandemic?
So, how about that ride in?
Okay, so where we left off. I believe we are sitting around the table with Muffin, Orf, and Farius. The music is very loud.
That's how you spell Farius?
Yeah. Also, I don't know why he's not at max HP.
We killed him.
We killed.
Oh, don't tell Gabby. Okay, we'll do this one. So, shall we?
We shall.
Shall we go to jail?
We ended with you guys giving 500 gold to Various. And he said he would use it in an attempt to gain you guys an audience with Jarlaxle. Kind of surprised at the low contribution you were willing to give initially, but alas, we'll take what we can get.
Was that from the party fund?
Yes.
It was just from the Luigi.
Oh, who won last week's shift point?
No one voted. It was weird.
Damn it.
No, V did.
First time for everything. Shifted my cherry right out of my body.
Can I use my shift point to win that shift point?
Absolutely.
Yes!
Aww.
Just kidding.
Thank you.
Also, Brandon, we cannot hear you. And you are not muted.
Yeah, it shows you unmuted. Also,
I guess this is what happens when I start the Zoom call so late.
Anything?
oh, there you go.
Now we can.
Oh, I guess I just had it too low.
That's what she said.
How do you got
I didn't
low,
realize
low,
that my
low,
mic had
low,
that
low?
high of a threshold.
Okay. So, Farius will leave the room. Leaving
Hi,
you.
Farius.
I'll be back.
Whoa, Eris, you sound different.
Okay. Hey, Elicus, you actually spoke.
I'm awake.
Just kind of sitting there, or kind of Did he say how long he was gonna be? Sips on some coffee. Not a fan.
Aren't you a little young to be having coffee?
No, I think if anyone is too young, it's that one over there. He kind of points with his nose to V, whose chair is unoccupied.
I guess you're right. He's too small to even sit at the table. Well, now what?
It's a good question. I was hoping you guys would know. Well, I guess what you do doesn't really concern me now that Tours by Drake is officially disbanded, I'm assuming, right?
What by Drake?
Tours?
Tours. No, actually, we have another tour tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock sharp.
This was all part of the tour.
Oh gosh.
It's actually a virtual tour.
a virtual. What's a virtual?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I feel like I need to worry about it if I'm giving a tour tomorrow. Anyways, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I am going to politely excuse myself from the table. I don't know. What? I'm just gonna read, I guess. A book.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll work.
No. And I'll walk away. Leaving just you lot and Muffin.
It's nice having some downtime, isn't it?
Yeah, is there anything we can accomplish while we're waiting for Farius to come back?
Have you all checked out all of your new stuff?
I mean, I got this cool sunblade. I'll
Whoa,
take the sunblade out.
that's super cool.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, that's some blade you got there.
No more shift point.
Oh, okay.
Use your shift point to change what you said.
Speaking of that, oh, yeah, never mind. I remember I couldn't figure out how to use my new tattoo. Pass.
The door swings open and Farius walks in.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
I was gone for 4 hours.
Oh, wow. Time flies when you're talking to your friends.
About 5 minutes later, I should have a reply by the morning. 500 gold isn't a particularly urgent amount, but it should be enough to pique his interest.
I mean, morning's pretty quick. I'm okay with this. Should we is it night? Is it like midday? What time of day is it? Farius, you were just outside.
Oh, I don't believe in outside.
Okay.
One of those flat earthers.
No, it's probably
What is it?
early evening. You guys spent the day researching at the library, so
Oh, that's right. We did do that. Your favorite thing in D&D.
one of many of my favorite things that you guys do.
So I guess, I mean, we could just go to a tavern and get a drink.
Or we could go through the books upstairs.
This place doesn't like me particularly.
Place doesn't like many of you to be quite
We-
frank.
We could you guys have a kitchen? We could cook here. Have a little home party. We get some takeout.
Ooh. We could have a
The cook-
slumber party.
Can we build a fort?
Sure.
I mean, I'm really good at building forts. I had to do it for like 50. I'm not going to be depressing right now. Fort! Yay!
Fort.
You okay there, Aaron?
The rooms have been
I choked on
prepared.
my
There's no
tea.
need for any child.
Oh, I was gonna make an edgier fort.
Mm-hmm.
No need for that. Furwin, we have your suite prepared upstairs.
She has a suite.
I did say that she would be taken care of.
Sweet life of Furwin.
I mean, we're making a fort, so that's fine.
I'm sure that there will be no forts made in this house.
Oh. No. Okay then.
No, there won't. Now give Eras a little elbow.
We'll just go. We'll just repair to our room now.
If you hear any ruffling, it's not us building a fort.
He calls Orf. You hear heavy footsteps from upstairs, and the door swings open. He has a book in his hands. Like, yeah, show them to their room. Okay, come on, guys. It's a great place to sleep.
Okay, let's go.
Tell by his face he isn't lying. I won't
So
incite him at all.
I don't think you need to. He'll take Elicus and Erez and B and V through the kitchen and kind of down into the old wine cellar, which has been completely kind of picked bare. There's empty shelves of wine. Empty wine shelves? There's no wine in these shelves. You can still kind of smell the musk of the barrels that used to like kind of be in this room, and the wine that's kind of permeated the stone floors. The only light being given off is from the lantern that Orf carries in front of him. So, I hope you guys have some blankets. It might get a little chilly down here. It's kind of like a refrigerator without ice, but there's no spiders or rats or anything. It's pretty secure. I can leave the lantern with you too. I need to take it with so I can get upstairs safely. You have your own lanterns, right?
Yeah, I got one right here, and I'll take out my hooded lantern.
Oh, okay. Great. That's cool.
Shift point, he pulls out a dildo. Is it like that?
Oh!
Is it like that? I'm kidding.
That's a good use of it, Luke.
They don't have plastics in this world.
They do! Microplastics. It's a huge
Wow.
problem.
That's the only kind they have.
Yeah. No one knows where it comes from. If you need anything, you can just pull this rope on the wall, and there'll be a chime that rings upstairs. And unfortunately, I think I'll be the one that'll have to help you.
Or if you could just come hang out with us.
We're not building a fort.
Why would I want to stay down here when I have a warm room upstairs?
That's a solid question.
Friendship.
Camaraderie.
Is there a point in building a relationship with people that are going to be leaving and not taking you along?
Did you want to come with us?
Do you have room for one more? It seems like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, plus for 6 of you, plus the sheep 7 of you. Kind of have a full boat, as they say. Plus, I feel a little redundant with the whole, V doing the whole zombie thing and me doing the whole zombie thing.
Maybe we could teach each other a couple things.
Oh, my heart's been claimed.
V will look saddened.
I honestly couldn't see myself being with someone who believes that gods are real.
You should see some of the things I can do. I I attack.
Alright.
I'm just kidding.
Roll for initiative. I'll politely decline this time. I prefer more practical ways of learning magic. It's more reliable, I think.
That's fair.
Unrelated, do you have like any chairs or like taller tables and then like big sheets?
Well, Farius told me I wasn't allowed to bring you guys any sheets, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that for you. But
Anything close to that?
Can I use my shift point to have all of the makings for the perfect fort? Pillows, so many blankets, like something that can loft the ceiling, lanterns.
yeah, so what's his name? Orf kind of like, you see his eyes dart to a door behind you, and oh man, I'm so tired, and you hear like a heavy metallic item kind of fall to the ground, and he kind of like shuffles his feet as he kind of kicks something, and you hear it skid towards you guys. Well, as nice as it would be, I'm gonna go upstairs before you manage to convince me to come with you, because you know, but maybe I can sleep on it.
I mean, sleep down here in our not fort.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm allergic to down. I can only use cotton bedding and stuff, and I just know how Leonin are with their feathers. I'm gonna go upstairs now.
Raises. All right, bye.
Don't go in that room.
Okay, we won't.
I'm gonna quickly look around. Are there any windows to this basement, like a garden level type thing?
No, you are completely. You're practically in Hades.
Guys, we should at least double check that the full moon isn't tonight before we bunker down.
Also, as Orf is going to the door, I am literally just at the other door. Bye.
Goodbye. Remember, pull the rope if you need anything.
I open the door.
Okay. So behind this door is this warmly lit kind of linen closet,
Yes.
and just from floor to ceiling, the ceiling is about like 7 feet above you. There's about like 10 shelves of just like super plush, like down comforters and like woven linen sheets and pillows and kind of like flagpoles almost, complete with stands. And there's some rope to tie things off. And there's even little hooks that fit nicely into holes in the wall.
This is amazing.
Now,
Are there holes on the wall in the room that we're trying to build a fort?
Yeah.
All right.
can all of the linens just have like the label on them shift point, like sponsored by?
Sponsored by Shift Point.
Sick.
All right. So
It's
how
like
are
the Walmart of the Forgotten Realms.
are we crafting this fort?
Well, I absolutely want to use my rope of
Slither.
yeah, I'm gonna tell my rope to slither. I'm just gonna go up to the top of the ceiling, and it's just gonna dangle down so that like we can hang a sheet from the top, and then like it can make like a tent.
I'm picturing like a small carnival tent type of thing, and the doorway, it like folds open, and there's the tie strings on the side to keep it at like the little awning thing, whatever you want to call it, and there's some sort of lantern that we can hang from the ceiling that
Er-
pivots, and it kind of resembles a disco ball.
Erez, what's the box that he kicked toward you?
I think that was a metal. I think that was a key, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the key to that room.
Okay. Also, Erez, what was the penguin you ended up getting? Well, as we craft.
This thing, and I'll pull out the carved ivory statue of a penguin.
Yeah, that thing specifically.
I just felt close to it, being as it's an animal and I'm an animal, so. But I think it's a penguin.
Oh, just for looks.
Does it look like it has any special properties to it?
It is an ivory penguin that has yellow eyebrows.
It has yellow eyebrows,
Yeah, like like the big old penguins.
like an emperor penguin.
Yeah.
I think it's an emperor penguin.
What is an emperor penguin?
This.
Oh,
The penguin.
I didn't even know what a penguin was.
You do. You should get out more. Aren't you like outside all the time?
Not where penguins are.
That's
Clearly.
That's fair.
Do they live in jungles or forests or?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I must have missed them.
They're feisty little
Yeah,
fellers.
are they sneaky creatures?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alcus, give me an insight check.
Ooh. First roll of the night. Ooh. I'm doubly proficient.
And Jacob, go ahead and give me an intelligence.
That's a dirty 20.
Wisdom.
A wisdom check, just straight wisdom.
Yeah.
This sucks because I
Great roll,
rolled
yeah.
so well.
That it's a minus what?
Ooh, it's a 20.
Oh, so it's equal.
It's the same.
Are we rolling it again?
Okay. No.
Okay.
You don't. That's not how this game works, Patrick. Come on, man.
I rolled so well.
So, Patrick,
And my wisdom sucks.
Alcus, as you recall, like your life in the forest, like not having heard of or seen these creatures that Erez is calling penguins, but you can tell just by the look in his eyes and the way that he like factually declares like their habitat and like their features. They do indeed inhabit a wide reach of biomes from the Arctic to the forests. You're kind of surprised yourself that you've never seen a forest penguin before.
Well, I stand corrected.
I'm gonna suspend a lantern from the
Disbelief.
ceiling like Jake wanted, and then use my thaumaturgy to make it flash colors.
Ooh.
And as it flashes colors, just there's like a faint.
Boys' night.
So now that Furwin's gone, what's who's everyone's secret
Everyone's
crush?
At that, V is gonna go upstairs to go outside and look at the moon.
Yeah. So as you climb up the cellar stairs and you reach the door at the top, you gently push on it, and it does not move.
Boys' night might have just turned into prisoners' night, guys.
All right.
Prisoners of love.
And then as V says, prisoners of love. There's a hard cut to a pair of foot's feet walking up like the dark oaken steps, as Farius kind of gently glides up, leading Furwin behind him to the second floor of the house. Orf put his own personal touches on the room, so I forgive you in advance if there's anything unsightly or boyish about it. You know how he can be sometimes. You don't, considering you just met. But
No, I've never been waiting.
You said it.
What?
Create my own room. That's very
I did ensure you that you'd be taken care of if you. Why the fuck is this happening? Okay. You should find it fairly comfortable. Hopefully, it reaches the quality that you're used to as a renowned adventurer these days. And he'll kind of open a heavy door. You hear unlatch, and he'll hand you the key. As it kind of groans almost as the door the hinges creak under the weight of the door. And inside, the first thing you're met with is the smell of kind of burning wood and a warm orange light that rushes over you as there's kind of this rippling yellow and orange dancing glow as the fireplace gently crackles in the corner, shedding the room in this nice autumn orange aura. And there's a nice plush rug that you kind of see is gently tucked under what we would identify as like a queen size bed. We got the 4 posts and a nice kind of silken curtain over the top of it. And there's a complete set of like kind of dark oak, heavy, it looks heavy, hand carved in elven design, kind of dresser and desk. And what are the things called that women used to put makeup on? The vanity, with like a nice mirror. And there's 2 night tables, and you can see that there's like a kind of like a tea kettle of steaming water, and there's some nice heavy curtains covering what you assume to be a window. If you need any blankets, just ask, or myself, and we can get you some additional dressings if you're too cold. I forget if you're a heavy sleeper or a warm sleeper, so we're prepared for both scenarios.
Thank you. I know that all of us in the group will love staying somewhere so nice.
Yeah, he grins. Yeah, I think the boys will find warmth in their room as well.
Thank you for taking care of us. We're weary about everything.
You can see kind of he walks up to you and kind of gently caresses your face, and your skin is spry, though it seems the strain of the adventure is starting to wear on your eyes. They look heavier than I remember. I'll have Orth bring some serum for you.
I don't like that.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to do a sex scene with you right now, Gabby, but I feel like we have to. It's what the viewers want.
Ruin's pretty turned off by the misogyny.
Viewers, is this what you want?
Put it in the chat now.
It's not me. It's not because you're a woman. It's just because he wants everything to be.
Ruin's gonna walk to the fire. Not in the fire, just to the fire. And she is gonna say, will you be helping us figure out who is trying to kill us?
Well, that is. Sorry, I'm moving. My legs hurt. They told me to sit on the bed, and I said no, but I'm gonna do it because. How's this angle for you?
Does Fairies sit on the bed?
Yeah, he kind of he gently glides past you, takes your hand and guides you to the bed. No, he looks at you, kind of your silhouette being illuminated from the fire, kind of gazing at you from behind. Well, it seems as though your party is well formed and quite well. You claim they're quite capable. I've yet to see any of that be shown.
I thought once you were gonna say something nice about them.
If they earn it, then maybe I shall one day, but can't really foresee that ever happening, to be frank. I could join if you would like. I would feel much more comfortable knowing that you're protected. There's no need for you to put yourself in any danger if any conflict were to arise. Don't want you being branded by a green dragon or something.
I hide my arm and my neck and my face apparently.
Oh, motherfucker, I'm missing the dice. Uh-oh, okay.
Could always use the extra backup. We don't exactly know what we're going up against. But I understand if you can't join us.
Well, there are some how can we put this? There's some red rope that might tie me up if we were to encounter any political allies that conflict with any goals that you might have. In that scenario, I'd be quite, dare I say, worthless in aiding you in any violent methods that you're so known to kind of fall back on. But until then, I see no reason why, especially if you don't take Orf. I know that your little black cloaked friend is taking quite a liking to him. I'm not sure if he's aware that Orf is already fairly committed, but there's no reason that you would need both of us. And you have that large pale creature as well, so
Oh, Muffin, yes. We'll see if he's more help than he was at the last fight.
if you could make the decision unilaterally, I guess. I don't really care the opinion of the others. If you want me to come, I shall. If any of them are to step out of line, it wouldn't be hard to dispatch them quickly.
Any of who were to step out of line?
Well, those other creatures that you travel with.
Well, they've done a better job at protecting me than you have the last few years.
You see his face kind of contorts at hearing that. Like slap his hand on his legs and kind of stands up. Well, if you need anything, go ahead and just jingle that rope over there, and an Orf should come quite quickly, or I can as well. And if not, we'll see you bright and early in the morning. Hopefully, Jarlaxle has given his reply by then. Otherwise, I can boost the contribution that your party has made in an attempt to get him to meet with you soon. Huh?
Good night, Farius.
Good night, Furwood.
I like to imagine that he like popped over like that to my face.
Huh? Sorry, I'm gonna stop worrying. I lost one of my DMing dice and I throw away incomplete sets, so I hope it's just at my apartment. Oh, it's the D20 too. Okay. Anyways, as you kind of tuck in and start to get ready for bed, kind of it's kind of builds. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I wanted to go open and look out the window.
Oh, okay. You open the window, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh gosh, hold on. I'm still walking to the window. It's a big room.
Yeah, as you approach to the window, like the kind of club sounds intensify as you draw your hands up to pull the curtains back.
Ooh,
13.
almost a natural 20.
And as you pull the curtains across, it's almost as though like it's a wipe as we transition to the basement where we can check on the progress of the fort that's currently being built in secret.
So I think if we put the pillows kind of in like a circle, we could have, like a seating area. Maybe we could get a table to eat at. I said to the ceiling. Good song.
So, Eras, your idea falls on deaf ears.
Oh, I guess everyone fell asleep.
Guys, we should focus on the fact that we're locked in here. I love the fort. I think we should make it fort a boys only team name. But I'm gonna yank on this rope. And I rig the rope.
You're gonna hear a muted kind of. Furman, you hear a bell chime upstairs. And you hear, oh my god, some heavy feet. And after about a minute, the door at the top opens and you see Orf kind of coming down. He walks downstairs in like these kind of pastel pink pajamas, like a matching top and a bottom set, and these fluffy slippers. Yep. Oh, how did you guys get all these blankets? Oh no.
The power
Is everything
of God.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was actually gonna go step out and get a breath of fresh air, but you locked us in.
Oh, no. No,
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Couldn't leave.
Oh, yeah. It's part of the conditions for staying here. You can come out in the morning.
Why do you have to lock us in here?
Just following the rules. I don't make them. I just follow.
What if I had to pee?
There's the chamber pot in the corner there.
Oh, we were
Yeah,
using that as our card
Pete,
table.
did you not see this bathroom we made in the fort? I mean, look at it. You can close the curtains and everything.
Yeah, or what if we need more stuff for our fort?
Oh, you heard Ferris. He doesn't want you building a fort, so he's not going to give you guys anything for that.
I
Well,
mean,
now
if
that you're down here, could we just go
I'm
outside?
asking, same thing.
Do you mind if a couple of us take a look outside really quick and come back in, and then you can close it behind us?
You can look outside in the morning.
We need to know now. We need to know what the moon looks like.
Well, unfortunately, I would get in pretty bad trouble if you were to find out if you built a fort or got blankets or anything like that. So
In trouble with who?
the master of the house, he's had a pretty a strict list of requests concerning your stay.
Who is the master of the house? Farius?
Oh, yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Could you run up and tell us what the moon looks like?
That's why you rang the bell. You woke me up to tell you what the moon looks like.
Well, I
It's a
am to
full
see a
moon.
super fucking cool fort.
You guys can't build a fort. I don't know what you're talking about. Kind of stares at the ground.
Oh, plausible deniability.
All right, Orf, why don't you run along? Go to bed. We don't need your help.
You rang the. Well, the next time, if the bell rings again, I'm just gonna ignore it.
That's fine. Bye-bye.
Bye. He kind of sobs a little bit as he walks up the stairs, and the heavy door kind of closes behind him.
All right, so who can break through this lock?
I can just teleport.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if that's the move or if we. Elicus, you can pick locks probably, right?
I can try.
I'm gonna ring the cord.
Yes, you pull it. You can hear kind of that muted jingle. No footsteps come.
All right, I think we're good. Let's break out of this bitch.
I'm gonna put my ear up to the door real quick.
Yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side.
Sweet. I'm gonna try to pick this lock.
There's no lock.
I'm gonna try to open up the door.
The door does not move.
Can I just like run into it with full force?
You can.
Like extremely quiet.
Super quiet.
No.
Is there like a
I'll be like,
handle, but just no lock?
It's a push. It's a push door.
Oh. Is there still like a gap? Could like if I look at the bottom, can I like see like a foot level?
A foot level.
Wait, could
It seems as though this door's been made kind of to be secure to help keep the cold air of the cellar separate from the kitchen.
V, I think I've seen you do this before. Can you take Elicus to the other side of the door and then he unlocks the door from the other side?
I'm wondering if it's being done magically, but I could take Elicus to the other side. I couldn't bring him back though.
Oh, well, if anything, I can bash through the door.
Or try to.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I'll
that's the
succeed.
plan.
What's B doing? Is B asleep?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Do you have any way to pick a magic-y lock or?
No, not at all.
I mean, I could detect if there's magic going on.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it is an ordinary unenchanted door. There's
Is
no
there
magic.
anything else around?
Can I-
Our fort is
nothing
not
beyond, like
magical.
the thaumaturgy, like anything that you'd expect, and then like the thaumaturgy lantern and stuff that. V
Do
did.
I recall when Orf came to our beck and call? Was there like an unlocking sound to the door?
Oh,
History check.
no, there was kind of like a heavy kind of like wood on wood kind of sound.
So they probably barred it.
I think our option is V, if you can bounce Elicus out.
Well, if
Yeah.
it's a bar, it doesn't really need to be me.
I could take you anyway in case some bad happens.
Yeah.
I can try to
Do it.
punch out, sure.
I'll
Yeah,
hold
we're
his
trying to
hand.
be quiet.
I have a battering ram.
Elicus, do you have to have a line of sight to use your rope? Do you have it slither up and
For
push
what?
a bar up or something? Or no,
Well-
Carlos said there's no gap.
Yeah, there's no gap, so it can't go anywhere.
Could we quietly like whittle a hole rope-sized enough from the top?
I mean, I got a sword.
Somebody has like a dagger, maybe.
I have
I
two
assume.
short swords.
Probably got it.
I have a hand axe.
I have a large snake fang dagger. So I'm gonna put it to the top of the door and kind of just start like Shawshanking it.
Shawshanking?
Little bit at a time, not to draw any guard protection. Little
I've got
people.
darts.
Oh, you're trying to bore a hole through the door?
Just a tiny one, so Elikis's rope can go through.
Oh,
What?
And then he can send his rope through it to have it grab the bar
Well,
and lift it
why
up.
don't I just use my chime of opening? I feel like it might make a loud enough noise, though.
I don't know.
Why don't you just teleport like you said?
Because then I use it. Alright, I grab Elikis by the collar and we poof to the other side.
Okay. Okay, so you're find yourself in the kitchen. And you see that
Turn around and look at the door.
there's a barred door. Like a
Can't sing
heavy.
a song.
You're asleep, Brandon.
I open it up.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's lift it together.
You lift it up and yeah, it's about 25 pounds. So you're kind of surprised that Orph was able to lift it up. It's just like on a nice little hinge that stands up next to the door.
And it
Immediately, I cast Pass Without a Trace. This is a stealth mission, baby.
To go check the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna look out the window
Okay, you look out the window.
at the moon.
It being the 30th of the month, it is indeed a new moon. There's no moon in the sky.
No moon in the sky. Alright, we at least have till tomorrow. Elikis, go to the kitchen and get some booze. Then let's party.
I mean, I'll go into the kitchen.
You guys are in the kitchen right now.
Oh, okay. I look for wine or meat or.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
We're stealing from Dad.
We'll pay him back.
Oh, shoot. They were supposed to come back, open this door right away. Maybe they got into a fight.
We lifted the bar out.
I think I need to run into the door.
No.
Fine.
We opened it, didn't we?
You lifted up the bar.
Oh, I'll
push
go
it
over
open.
and open the door up.
Okay. Yeah. So as you guys search through the kitchen, Ferwin pulls back the curtain. And being on the second floor, you kind of have a nice little view of the buildings around. Also being on average of about 2 stories. Was there anything in particular you were wanting to look at, Ferwin, as you look out the window?
Nope, she was just gonna contemplate everything nefarious.
Yeah. So as you look out, it's a dark sky. There's no moon being illuminated behind, in front of kind of the black canvas of the starry sky. The streets are pretty quiet. Nothing much happening outside. Yeah, it's a kind of good, kind of quiet night to reflect. You don't hear the searching that goes on in the kitchen, but V, you do find a half a bottle of red wine.
Oh, I want to put my new sexy robe on, but over all of my clothes and my weapons, because I don't sleep without my weapons.
Seems very Silence of the Lambs for some reason.
You just roll over and stab yourself in the middle of the night.
Carlo, could I use mending on a half-empty bottle to make it a full bottle?
No.
Damn it. Alakis, look for booze.
Shift
Get some
point. It's a full
snacks.
bottle.
Yeah, shift.
No. You
shift
guys find
point.
a half a bottle of booze.
I find a bunch of, can I find Doritos?
Find corn chips with cheese powder in them.
Perfect.
Find a Doritos.
We're using our shift points real well, folks.
How hard does it look like to, like, just take this bar off the hinge?
Just by looking at it, it looks like it's a pretty secure build.
Yeah.
It's like built into the wall.
Alakis, do you think they trapped Furwin too? I don't know. Should we just go to sleep? Are we overthinking this?
I mean, I'm just thinking about the fort right now, but I mean, are you worried about Furwin? We could see if we could go check on her.
Why don't you do it? Run up there. Now that we'll wait down here. Anything happens, just scream at the top of your lungs.
Got it. I'll go.
Okay. So you walk through. It's a pretty large house. So you kind of instinctively walk upstairs and you see that there's 11 doors up here.
Oh god.
Sweet. I'll just kind of walk next to each one and put my ear to the door and wait until I hear something that's like a woman that's complaining, because there's got to be a woman complaining somewhere.
4?
That is 4 sexist comments since we started.
I'll be honest. There have been more. You just haven't heard them.
She's not listening because she's a woman.
Yeah. There was something about that women couldn't count. That was one of them.
It's counting pretty well for this though. Yeah, so
Did you hear that grunt?
I think for you're like silently contemplating. Are you monologuing to yourself?
Dear diary, and I talk out loud.
Yeah, you can hear Furwin's voice behind one of the doors.
Yes. Can I open it?
Yeah. Unless she locked it behind her.
I did.
Oh. Oh, you cannot open it. The door's locked.
And just be like, well, I tried. I'll go downstairs and I'll tell V. I think the door's locked. Are you worried about that?
I don't know. It's weird, but guess we should just keep
Didn't
watch.
seem in distress. She was just complaining like a woman.
V puts another tally in his little journal and then puts it back in his. And then, like, I guess let's party.
All right.
I bet B
The
has
only
some
thing
booze
that's
on
gonna be
him.
weird is the bar's not gonna be back on the door.
Yeah, that's
So they
fine.
don't know that we got out.
We'll tell him that what's his name forgot to put it back down.
Oh, gaslight him. Got it.
Yeah.
Or under the fucking bus.
All right. Let's party it up, gentlemen.
Under the bus.
You return to the basement with your half bottle of wine and your bag of off-brand Doritos.
Yes. They're called cheese triangles in this world.
I guess I could put the bar back down and teleport if we think it's worth it.
Do you have another teleport?
I have Misty Step.
Do you have it prepared?
It's always prepared as I am Fey touched.
Oh my god!
You've been touched by Faye.
I just don't want us to be locked in here if we hear her yell or something. We'll leave it. We'll leave it up.
Yeah, let's leave it up. All right, party time.
Okay, so you guys party until dawn as Ferwin rests
No, I'm bored.
nicely in her bed. Ferwin, you can benefit from a full rest, a long rest. They say, come on, be as well as you slept nice and early.
Nice.
And the rest of you, this Orf kind of comes down and brings another lantern down. Guys, hey, I know you're enjoying the dancing and stuff, but it's time for breakfast. We should probably. Ferwin's already up and ready. Well, everyone really is. We're just waiting. Oh, it's taking so long, actually.
All right, we'll be up.
And I need you to clean up the mess that you made too.
What mess?
See this? And he'll turn and he'll go upstairs.
All right.
We'll follow. And we'll
So-
just kind of push all this shit into the. We're not gonna fold it. We'll just push it all in the closet. Well, this is the full shit bucket. Dump it on top.
Also, didn't you drop something?
Who dropped something?
Can I grab it? Whatever was on the ground.
Oh, it was a key for the door.
Oh. Is
Yeah.
that what it was?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you guys walk upstairs. You can see Ferwin sitting at the breakfast table. There's a nice spread of fresh fruits and some light cheeses, nothing too moldy. Some bread, some freshly squeezed orange juice. There's been 6 spots that are made, one of them occupied by Ferwin. Orf kind of just leaves and goes upstairs. To let you guys kind of eat.
Good morning, Ferwin. I missed a hell of a night.
Good. Nice robe.
Thank you.
It's sexy.
A little lumpy being over your armor and all, but
He's fucking jealous.
Guys,
I'll eat some hot bean juice. Some coffee.
Okay, and after about 10 minutes, Various will come in, looking as spry as ever. It seems like he got a good night's rest under the full moon, and he well, we'll leave in 10 minutes. Everything's gathered up before then, and then he'll just dip out of the room again.
No.
Well, not one for words, is he? Often kind of like spits out through mouths full of food.
Not one for forts either. I don't know how much I like him.
I'll have some bread.
Not one for forks.
Forts
Forts
with a T.
with a T.
Mm. Well, all right.
So you guys get your fill, and indeed, Farius will return. He's changed out of his more, well, it's still pretty dressy, but out of his more casual clothes into this cloak and kind of underdress that gives off a bit more of a formal kind of business attire vibe. It's still very black, but you can see that there's kind of more vibrant shades of purple because there's threads kind of woven through the fabric that he wears.
All
I think
right.
we're ready.
Are we ready to go?
If you're not, we're still leaving.
Let's do it.
Shove off. and then we'll
Wow.
intimidation roll, and then we yeah, gather our things. Come on, Capra. Come on, Muffin.
They both nah.
I'm gonna grab some of the leftover stinky cheese and throw it in my bag.
No stinky cheese.
Not yet.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. So, as Farius leads you through the streets that are kind of slowly beginning to bustle with a little bit of morning activity, as people are kind of coming in and going out for the daily fish. He'll kind of be speaking at you without turning his head back. Too much. He like turns back but doesn't speak directly at anyone besides Berwin. Gross, that was really sprayy.
Yes.
Dog ate something. Sorry.
I ate something. No. So kind of speaking in general to the group, but really only making eye contact with Berwin. For some reason, it seems that Jaraxel is interested in meeting with you. And to be honest, quite surprised that the 500 gold was enough to gain an audience this quickly. He must be bored.
He's probably heard about us.
I'd be surprised if he hadn't, actually. If that's a good or bad thing, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, do suggest kind of looks at Elikis and Erez and V and B. Know that Berwin has a bit of a tongue, but
Yeah,
you four.
The question isn't what she has; it's what she uses it for.
You four should refrain from making any unnecessary comments when you're meeting with Jarl Axel.
We should maybe before we go, we should discuss what exactly we want to talk to him about. Because we can't obviously go in there and be like, yo, are you trying to murder? Like, we can't just attack.
Yo, are you trying to murder?
Murder that pussy!
Pussy crew.
Hey, Ferwin, what that tongue do?
So Farius will take you guys to like a little park where you can discuss your plans.
So, Ferwin, what are our plans?
Well, this is the guy that we're trying to feel out to see if he's the bad guy, right?
Yeah, we're seeing if one of his men or women or they thens is if he put a hit on us or if he can give us any information on where we might find the person that could have been hired. He has heard news of anything.
Here's my thought. Usually our problem is going in guns a-blazing and then pissing people off right away.
Yeah, you remember what happened last time? You burned down a town and time traveled.
So, just a thought. How are we going to like ask him these questions without making him feel like we're accusing him of being the person?
Well, we have this vial. We could ask him if he's ever seen anything of this substance before.
Yeah, that's good. I also...
Yeah, but if he's got something to do with it, he's just gonna say no.
But I'll watch. Or maybe someone who's better at watching. I'm not great at watching.
Insight check him.
Honestly, you all look very honorable to me. I never disbelieve anything you say. I'm
I
pretty I believe all the things that you guys say.
How honest is Eris being then?
Okay, I also have a spell that could help us, but the problem is he will know that the spell has been cast. Like, he'll be aware of the spell. So, like, is that a good idea? What are you?
Probably not.
We could also pull out your jug thing that you have.
I gave that away to the pussy crew.
Oh, you gave your jugs to the pussy crew.
I gave my jugs to the pussy crew.
I mean, here's the deal, though. All that thing does is turn people to stone. Well, how would we use it?
No, but I have a truth spell, so.
What if we distract him and then you use the truth spell? Will he still know?
I think he is still aware. Yeah, that it just says an affected creature is aware of the spell.
What if we go in there, see what kind of guy he is, you know, just shoot the shit, talk about Bragan Dayarth, see what he thinks about his group, and then if we think he's being sketchy, we're like, hey, did you shoot at us?
The only thing that I worry about is that it might be a quick audience. I know that Farius was worried about the 500 gold being a very small amount.
I think you need to put the charm on him. Start with the. He seems to only want to talk to you anyway. I say.
Robe back on?
Yeah. I say make sure you probably don't be accusatory off the bat. Maybe be curious about. We found this this explosive. We know that the people that you hire are often use it. We're wondering if somebody put a hit out on us. Do you know who in your crew would take that job? Then maybe sweeten the pot with some money if he seems curious about it, or we have treasure and stuff like that. Let's refrain from getting physical because he could at any time probably snap his fingers and have us all executed, and then also continue to also put other hits out on us. But
Yeah.
so we should try not to fight here. But yeah, I would say refrain from being like, "Did you put a hit out on us?" unless he like alludes to it or something.
Okay, I can do this. I got
I'll ask
this.
him if he put our name in the goblet of fire.
Only.
All right.
I feel like we have somewhat of a plan.
We have more of a plan than we usually do, so.
Which is weird because it still doesn't feel like enough.
I feel like our plan is to talk to him, which I'm not entirely sure was not the plan before this.
No, but at least I'm not gonna at least I know like a timeline of conversation.
That's fair.
No, this is. That was a Smash Bros. Reference.
All right, Farius, lead the way.
He's just kind of sitting there, like twiddling his thumbs. Ah,
Also, have you ever talked to this guy?
we have a working relationship of sorts.
What's your advice for us?
How much are you willing to pay?
Honestly, at this point, nothing.
It's
so-
a well.
Oh,
That was ooh. Yeah. I guess you don't know an awful lot about him, which is maybe for the better. You won't go in with any biases.
Diocese?
Archdiocese?
You should know he's one of those. I say this lightly, and I ask that you don't repeat it. He's kind of an asshole that likes wit and sarcasm and irony. Almost, I think it's annoying. To be quite honest, he's very undrow-like, very charismatic. But I mean, that's given for anyone who decides to live on the upside.
I feel like it's similar to an eyebrow.
Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna go change my clothes quick because I don't wear jeans anymore.
Okay, Ferwin strips naked in the park.
Well, I mean, she was wearing that robe, so she just took off like the outer.
So you're saying if we're witty and sarcastic, he'll like us more?
If it's done tactfully,
I think we're golden. We should have offered like 50 gold pieces. He would have enjoyed our company.
but on the other hand, if you were
Unfortunately,
to,
it's Ferwin talking.
Oh,
I'll add the tally for her. And I'm sure he'll probably do something unnecessary, like ask you to prove yourselves by some feat or something. He probably has a quest or something to send you on, knowing him and his lazy self.
Well, I mean, we've done quests before.
A couple of them.
In fact, it was a quest just to get here.
Walking?
Yeah. Also, while Ferwin is indisposed, like, let's and I imagine she's standing right next to us, fully nude. What's the deal with you two?
He just
yeah. What's the deal?
he kind of looks back and squints his eye. I think means a little bit. What's the deal with you,
With
cat
me?
boy?
Okay. Yeah. All right, and I'll just
Okay,
step
he's a
back.
racist. Didn't see that coming.
I did. Everyone here. I'm
He
used to
basically
it.
just called you the Leonin version of the N-word.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
god.
it's okay. B. I grew up here. I know what it's like.
Basically sad.
It's not okay,
Like, come
Ares.
back from being naked.
And I tap him on the back.
Come
Maybe
back
we
to
can
me.
work on systematically changing the use and education programs in this town, a day at a time.
I would love that.
Maybe Generation A was a little racist. B was too because of them. But I feel like by the time we get to
Yeah,
Gen
fuck you,
X,
B.
by the time we get to Gen X, they're gonna have a real head on their shoulders, and yeah.
And yeah.
All right.
Fist bump.
I think if we got our plan, I think we're ready to continue on.
Would you say carry on?
Yes, I would, my wayward son.
Various these trials, are they usually? Do you think he's more of a witty kind of trial guy, a fetch quest, a fight?
What about trials?
Like a King Boomy kind of thing.
How did I miss that?
To be honest, if he
'cause you
asked
were
you to
after
do
the-
anything, I can
Or
imagine.
when
that.
you decided to just like strip down in the middle of the town, so
You put in earplugs and then ripped your clothes off?
We have to go through trials?
Possibly. To
and tribulations.
That tracks.
That tracks.
We'll see.
Tribulations.
tribulations. I barely even know her.
Ah. All right, I think at this point we're walking and talking.
Yeah, so Jesus, I hope you were
Keeping an eye on my coin purse.
Furwin, he also likes puns sometimes, if they're used tactfully, and jokes, and to be witty.
Erwin,
Also,
that's
we
not
added to the
Erwin's
second
strong.
town.
That's not Erwin's strong suit.
He also
She's very
likes
strong.
lap dances and steaks and cigars. A nice glass of port.
So I should.
Does he also go by Barney Stinson?
Okay, so you're kind of brought outside of this pretty rundown looking building. Therius will kind of look at you one last time, looking for confirmation that this is something that you want to do.
We'll give him the head nod.
Give him the head.
Give him the head nod.
And
Erwin,
he'll,
that's all you.
he rolls his eyes at Erez as he kind of just swings the door open, and you enter this large room. It's kind of completely different from the building's exterior. You kind of step in through this set of double doors into this like nicely renovated space, and you're met with a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. You're met with this a dark I can't have a list, a darker skinned drow, almost black skin. His eyes kind of this obsidian purple, and his hair kind of white as winter's snow. You can see with just kind of an expressionless face, he kind of greets Farius, who has kind of stepped aside at this point to kind of reveal the party to this man, who is not visibly armed. You can just see he's wearing kind of like this open cloak robe, a clobe, some might say, with kind of Chelsea boots. And... Okay, hold on. You guys spent like an hour and a half building a fort in the basement, and I can't say clobe.
It wasn't bad. It was just, I don't know.
Now your microphone decides to work, Lee.
Yeah, right.
Just kind of gives a nod as Farius kind of gestures for you to follow this new drow, as he kind of leads you into this room, which I have a map for, which I want to briefly describe it. But you can see that there's this large round table with 8 chairs, large plush chairs, and at the head of this round table is a bigger chair where this kind of audaciously dressed figure is sitting. He's kind of got, I need to take an allergy pill. He's wearing this like large brimmed purple hat, and he has an eye patch on, and his skin is kind of grayish, and his clothes is made out of like stripes of purple and gold. And he has this kind of like very fancy looking rapier, and he as his kind of assistant wordlessly leads you around. Please come, sit, join at the table. I ask that you leave these 2 seats adjacent to me open, just in case if things were to go sour, but you can sit anywhere that you'd like.
I think I'll pick this seat that I was given.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
this is
just,
comfy.
I will also stay in the seat that I am in.
damn, you guys are making this too easy almost.
Capra hops in the chair next to him.
Capra turns into dust.
Oh god.
So sudden.
Well, I'm quite shocked. I assumed that with the gold that Farius had gifted me, I would just be meeting with 1 or 2 people today. But 5, I see that we're working scraping from the bottom of the barrel, are we?
Well, there's.
Well,
Oops,
we-
sorry. No. Furwan's talking. I like motion to Eris and go,
Okay. That shook Furwin up. Okay, I'm sorry. Theo, you gotta chill for just a second. I can't. I love you.
Mom, I can smell your stress.
Furwin ignores the comment because originally she would want to put him up, but she says, I brought my party here to ask you a few questions.
Well, it makes sense that the most beautiful one leads the flock. He looks at Capra.
Excuse me.
You do that to your bald head.
Only my token is bald.
They're just like this, like.
I smile and bat my eyes, and I say, "Oh, you." This is
We're
her
all
best
gonna
attempt
die.
at flirting, okay?
Performance check.
Yeah, let's do it. Go
What?
ahead. Let's do it. I like that. Give me a performance check.
Oh no! I hate you, Bryn.
This is everything I ever wanted.
Oh. 7.
He kind of looks at you kind of pensively and looks at the rest of the party. Why is it that the rest of you are being so quiet?
We thought that you would appreciate some a little bumbling idiocy, but we are here to communicate now.
Why would I waste my time with this? Why would you think that I would appreciate that?
Did you not?
No.
All right. Well, I was just wondering, have you ever seen this substance before?
This?
I don't think I have the stuff, but I motion for them to give me the stuff.
Kind of like this frantic scramble where everyone's like, who has it? Who has it?
I hold up an empty vial.
No, seriously, who has it? I feel like this is not my fault.
I kind of thought it was Elikis.
I have it.
Oh.
Okay. I'll pull up the vial.
So he kind of motions for you to set it on the giant Lazy Susan kind of dim sum style spinner that's on the center of this table. And he spins it slowly as it takes its gentle arc past V and past Furwin, past the invisible creature that's sitting in the chair next to him. It sits in front of him.
I sit in the chair. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Interesting. Something like this is quite dangerous to be carrying around in such large quantities.
What is it?
It's a powder that likes to go boom. But to answer your additional question, of course I've seen this before. It's nothing I'm unfamiliar with, although I do prefer much more precise methods of starting a fire.
So your group uses this sometimes.
I mean, we use lots of instruments to to carry out our various jobs.
Is there any anybody specifically in your group that likes to use this more than other ways of setting fires?
What's the nature of your meeting today? Come in asking questions right off the bat.
Well, we have had some, let's say, instances where people have tried to kill us, and we found this powder at every scene.
We just want to know if you're more of an Adele or a Billy Joel.
Personally, I prefer Beyonce, but
Do you set fire to the rain, or would you say you didn't start the fire?
not sure we have the same
I don't
taste.
think that was Billy Joel. Was it?
Yes, it's Billy Joel.
No, it was that guy that married his niece or whatever.
No,
Yeah, Billy Joel.
It's Billy Joel.
It is Billy Joel. Who the fuck am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of Woody Allen?
No.
We gave you that 500 gold as a bit of a foot in the door, so to speak. We're willing to pay more for information if you're able to tell us where the person who may have used this substance to carry out an assassination on us. We are interested in who hired them, and where we could find the person so we're able to end all these assassination attempts.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Not good at these.
Kind of leans in. He sets the vial back on the table. Why do you think I care about these so-called assassination attempts on this rapscallion Haggerty group of
Question:
adventurers?
does he set it on the Lazy Susan or the table?
The Lazy Susan, yeah.
I'm just gonna slowly start spinning it back over to me.
He lets it happen.
Okay.
Well, sir, one of your high authority, you don't have much of a reason to care at all, aside from the fact that we could provide you more gold or magic items, or perhaps carry out a job for you.
Great. You speak in vague terms. Give
As
me
do you.
something definite.
Well, it depends how much you're able to offer.
I don't think you understand how these meetings typically go.
I don't. I've never been in one.
Can tell. You're what, 16, 17 years old?
Oh, thank you. That's quite flattering.
Nah.
I don't remember how old.
You don't get to declare the value of the information that I hold.
I'll give you 1,000 silver pieces.
Great. I could buy what? A chocolate bar with that? Inflation these days is crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna lean over to Elikis and Erez and real quietly, like sneak ability quiet so he can't hear us. How do y'all feel about a hostage situation? He can't hear us.
Okay.
I used my sneak ability.
Here's the deal. I know I didn't do great, but I feel like I'm not the only one who's not doing great.
I'm offering a way out.
Sir, we have, we could probably offer another 1,000, maybe 1,500 gold, as well as magic items. Depending on how much you think you could steer us in the right direction. If we also can form many of the tasks that your your men have seemed to carry out. In fact, maybe even more efficiently, as we've evaded every one of their assassinations.
We are very capable. I don't know if you've heard of the Revengers out here.
Oh, I have.
Are you offering for us to assassinate people?
Well, what
We'll
I
see what
did
happens.
hear is that your little cleric here, V, seems to be insistent that my men have carried out these assassination attempts. It's interesting that you think that you are of such concern that anyone would waste money on your heads.
Do you know
People
anyone?
tried to kill us, so
we've heard many of your workers are freelance from time to time, and so we were looking for more insight on that. Not that you would. We don't believe you put a hit out on us, as we have very little involvement up here.
Uh-huh.
But if we're able to stop or at least put to rest the assassination attempts, that would obviously benefit us greatly.
Do you know anyone else who would have this substance at hand?
Of course I do.
Do you know any mercenary groups out there who are out to get us?
I mean, a mercenary group would go after anyone if the price is right.
Have you
That's
been
what we
offered a
heard.
price?
So, if you think that one of my men, or two of my men, or three of my men, or myself is behind this, and
really specific.
it obviously seems as though you intend to stop these assassination attempts, what's the value of one of my men? If I give you information that leads to, hypothetically, a person under my authority, and you dispatch them, that's a hole that needs to be filled in a quick, non-sexual manner.
No way, he's got holes that need to be filled. He said it.
Well, sir, we aren't.
Why don't we go?
We don't necessarily intend on killing this person. We're trying to figure out who hired them. We can take that information non-lethally.
With your track record, I don't foresee that happening.
I have a bit of an adept in necrotic arts.
So again, I'll ask the question.
The erotic art.
There's another 500 gold for the pot.
How about
I see
this?
your rapier twitching.
Oh, that's not my rapier.
I say you want to DM a sex scene orgy right now on the Lazy Susan. It's spinning. It's fun.
Each
We all
person
just stick
gets
our
a pot
butts
and
out,
two
and he
guys
just
sit around.
slaps them all as we spin by.
He just like thrusts in and then pulls out and then spins the next person.
Yeah.
He smiles and he kind of looks at each of you and kind of glances at his friend standing at the door behind you. How about this? Make an offer. If I like it, I'll give you something that you seek. If I don't, I'll take the offer and you can leave with your lives.
Can we convene with each other?
Sure, we're at a round table for that reason. Such.
What do y'all
Thusly.
think about me offering to fight as many waves of his men that he can throw at me for his entertainment? no, but here's the deal, I wouldn't. And then if he is entertained,
Are you not entertained?
yeah, then he gives us the info.
Farius told us that you have quite an interest in perhaps quests or challenges of strength or intelligence. Is there anything that you would need taken care of?
That does not sound like an offer to me.
I'm offering to perform that. You had something.
So, it seems as though a test of knowledge or wit is out of the question. So, if you're offering to carry out a task of my request to the T, no variations, no going off the script, I can accept that. On the terms that I give you just the amount of information that you need, nothing more, nothing less, no questions, and if it's performed to a satisfactory level, you shall be rewarded with what you seek.
I'll look at the group. Take a deal with the devil. I'm gonna also tell the group if it's an assassination thing, it's not me pulling the trigger.
Well,
I'll do it. That's fine.
I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely having flashbacks to the Red Brand days. And I'm just gonna tell everybody I'm not comfortable with banding together with people that might assassinate others. I don't know.
Well, it's not we're working with them like forever. It's just the one job. And I know it's like we are still helping them, but it's for us just to potentially stop them in the future.
I'm gonna turn to the gentleman and I'm gonna ask him. I hope this isn't too forward, but I know that your time is pretty precious, and at least from what we heard, the $500 or 500 gold that we used to get this audience is a pretty paltry amount. There must be some other reason that you wanted to see us.
I had an opening in my schedule, a sudden one, unplanned, some might say. Previous appointment was unable to make their meeting time, unfortunately.
Oh, somebody died. You want
And-
revenge on the person that killed him? We'll make it happen.
You lot sure tend to jump to interesting conclusions. Various also, I owed him a favor, and he called that in. And he didn't ask me to keep it quiet. He was able to supplement your 500 gold that you managed to scrape together with a fair amount of coin from his coffers as well. Seems as though he was pretty insistent on making this happen himself, interestingly enough.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know what that could mean.
Well, at least my vote is a no, but I'll go with the group.
To what? To doing his quest?
I think we should at least hear what it is before we make our decisions.
Is that something that we can do?
That is a question for the mayor. Who are we talking to?
He's the head
The
of-
mayor. We're talking to the mayor.
Essentially the mayor. I don't know.
the bragging-
Yeah, he's kind of like the warlord of Japan.
The mayor of Cool Town. Sir, may I ask, would you tell us if
He wasn't even cool
we
enough
must
to name
take
it
innocent
Cool
life?
Still. This is Cool Town.
Wait, Luke, was that to me or to the group?
To you.
Oh, can you say it one more time? Sorry.
May we ask, would we be taking the lives of innocents?
Are you implying that you haven't done that before?
Me personally, no, I do not do that.
Never on purpose.
See, it's
This timeline is clearer than the other one.
nothing too far outside of your pre-established boundaries.
Can you tell us your request
They are
before
outside
we
the set
accept
boundaries.
it?
No,
And we
Right.
are getting information about the person who attacked us from this quest.
if it's completed in an efficient and appropriate manner,
Can we have that in writing?
there's no need for that. My word is good.
I'm just saying, my suggestion from earlier, I'm still open to it.
I would say it's better to just leave than just to start fighting.
But if we do that, we might get our information.
This is a league of trained assassins.
There
So
are
are
currently
we.
2 men in this room with you 5. That you can see.
That we can see, and I'm sure they got some little bells and whistles.
Yeah, he probably did not meet all on his lonesome without some sort of plan in the event that something were to happen.
What's the other guy doing?
He's standing at the door.
It's Farius.
What's the thing
Yes.
behind him? Is that like a portal or just like a big glass statue? Or
Do you want to give me a perception check?
Is it not Farius? Oh.
Farius, what's wrong with you today? You look as if... Hiya! I like those odds.
So, looking back, you can kind of see the splash of color in the room, kind of these appropriately kind of 5 hollow-looking suits of armor, kind of all focused in on this. It almost looks like a large mirror. Almost, it's a large metal structure with kind of this rippling, opaque, translucent kind of aura forming this little barrier. And V, as you peer into it, you can see that there's kind of this heavy tome. This kind of covers of white marble bound in pale blue leather as it kind of gently swirls around inside of this this aura. And there's a large padlock that prevents the book from being open, kind of attached in this kind of polished silver appearing metal, which is like a simple keyhole on the front, Kingdom Hearts style.
It is a locked door.
Tell you what, sir, if you throw in that cool book, you got a deal.
I don't think you're in the place to make bargains.
All right, I turn to the group and I say, I'm okay with taking this quest if it's stuff we've done before. Can I insight him to see if he was lying on that?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
I'll say to the group, as long as Jarlaxle can't hear us,
Damn it!
maybe if we do this
Almost
quest,
20.
it'll open the door to other quests that can give us more information about what's happening. I'm in.
I think it's our best foot forward. We don't have
So-
that much time.
So V, you can tell he's chosen a kind of intentional string of words, ensuring that what he is asking you to do is nothing too far outside of the boundaries that you've already set for yourselves in the previous adventure.
Where are our boundaries? Because I don't know if we've actually set any. We've threatened a child's life before. We murdered guards.
Killed the god.
Yeah, we killed a god.
And it could be outside of that, but not too far outside of that.
Not too far outside those.
Chopped one of our
I'm in.
heads off.
I put my hand in. I don't know if this is what we're doing, but I put my hand in.
His hand
Or
makes it like
suicide, I'm in.
it's like moves his hand like here.
Yeah, B and V, it's not too hard for you guys to like reach over, but Furwin and Alicus, it's like.
Berwin, how are you feeling about this?
I am concerned because I don't want to get back into a situation of why I left. But I also want to figure this out. So I don't know. I think that if it crosses our boundaries, then I mean, I assume that we'll just call it like a loss. Like we're obviously not going to do something that.
Yeah, because here's the deal. He said that he wasn't going to tell us until we agreed to do it. But if it goes outside our boundaries, we can just decide not to do it, right?
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure he'll
what's he
put
gonna
his
do, make us do it?
hit squad on us or have us sign some death pact or something.
What
Sir,
else is new?
Yeah, that's
Sir,
far.
what happens if we don't finish the quest?
Or do we just not get the info?
There'll be some, how to put this in simple terms, other forms of payment will be in order.
Like somebody's life?
Whatever is deemed appropriate at the time.
Okay.
I put my hand in.
For a group of murderers, you seem very concerned about taking lives. It's interesting.
No. Revengers. We do revenge.
He says that as 3/5 of the people have their hand in.
I will slowly put my hand in.
Furwin puts her hand in.
Slowly.
I got both hands in right now. I'm
Oh,
ready.
that counts for 2 actually.
I got my foot in at this point.
Let's do it.
I say I'm not putting my hand in, but I will follow with you guys.
So you're in?
Put your hand in.
So I think it's unanimous, Jarlax. So I think we're all in.
It doesn't appear so. It would be possible for just the 4 of you to carry out this task.
Do you
I would
want me
ask.
to say I'm in?
He said it.
Lawyered.
Oh, now you gotta put your hand in.
I don't want to force anyone to into any work that they're not willingly accepting.
I follow my friends anywhere and I trust them. So I'm with them.
So if you could just please put your hands, not quite in that huddle that you formed over there, but in these circles that are carved in the table in front of you, we can
Oh
get.
no.
We can get our.
That's gonna count as the quest.
There's like a circle etched in the table. It's not like a hole.
I'll put my hand in. I'm in.
I'm in.
So you don't
Last
need.
time I put my hand in a hole, I almost didn't get it back.
That's what she said.
Oh, as you guys put your hands on the table, you kind of feel a magnetic pull kind of secure it in, as Jarlaxle as well will put his hand on the table in a similar circle in front of him. Well, as the terms and conditions have been discussed and agreed upon, the 6 of us have entered into a formal and binding work agreement. I look forward to working with you, not only with this adventure, but for many more to come.
This is a terrible idea.
And as you can kind of see his bracers that he has on his left hand.
Fancy.
Kind of, he holds them up. Yeah, you can see that there's, from across the table, it's a little hard to see, but as you kind of keen your eyes on them, you can see that they're decorated with little silver daggers on the golden
Oh.
bracelet. And he kind of raises up his left hand, and as he snaps, kind of this cloud of daggers kind of flurries out, and each of you kind of has a dagger hover over the hand that's on the table, as well as Jalax as well. This might sting a little bit, as the daggers kind of just, you see the one in front of him just go pierce straight through his hand, and kind of
Quickly pull my hand out.
go ahead and give me a strength check.
Ooh.
Rips your hand off.
Do I get advantage for being startled?
No. What?
For being startled.
You willingly put your hand in this.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna stab me. It's ability check or saving throw?
Just a check.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are unable to
Minus
pull your
one.
hand to overcome the magical force that binds it to the table, as you feel this magical dagger, pierce your skin. It just kind of, it feels cold, and then it feels hot, and kind of each of you just in succession. It's
just-
uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt, and you can see the dagger kind of slowly melts into your hand, and on the back, it's kind of like, it's branded, but it's not like swollen or anything. A purple hat with a white feather in it, kind of like the hat that Jarlaxle wears. And with that, it seems that we've entered our agreement, and we can discuss the task at hand. And he'll stand up, and he'll kind of turn to this barrier, and he'll reach in and he'll pull out the book, and he'll carry it over and set it down in front of him.
Could've been
What's the
mine.
book look like?
You already said Jake.
Yeah, Jake, it's the one that I described to V earlier.
It's like a marble book with
I
like a.
Thought we
lock
might
on it.
get more description now that it's at the table, but sure.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, it's you can see as he pulls it out, it kind of drops heavily in his hand. And as you look at it without the barrier in the way, you can see that the pages do kind of, they appear as though it's a solid slab of marble around the edge. And the leather on the top is an indiscernible kind of leather, but it is definitely leather, pale blue in color. And the padlock is incredibly plain, kind of considering the gaudiness of Jarlaxle's clothes and the table and everything. The lock is kind of out of place. I've had this book for some time now, and I'm quite interested in getting it open.
Ooh.
And if you were able to pop the lock, I use that word very reluctantly. I ask that you don't damage the book. And if there are any creatures contained within it, I ask that you carry out the task that he or she or it or they ask.
Have I?
Under
I-
the
okay,
terms,
sorry.
sorry, that the reward that they offer is given to me. Any items that you come along on your little adventure, feel free to keep or sell. I have no interest in that. Merely the reward offered by the creature potentially sealed inside.
Okay.
Sounds like you know a little bit more than you're telling. What is this creature?
As I said before, I would tell you the details that you needed, nothing more, nothing less.
Wait, you want us to go into this book?
He just like puts his hand in his head. No.
We open the
Oh.
book. We fight or we do what the monster inside says. You know where the key
But
would be, or
there's rewards along the way to the monster that's going to pop out of the book that's 5 feet away from us.
the monster will come out, tell us to do something. We go do it. We can keep the stuff we find on the way. The monster will give us a reward for doing it. He wants that. We can keep the other shit.
Interesting.
Simple as that.
You know where a key might be, or do you mean physically pop the lock?
If I had the key, it would be open by now, surely.
Maybe you're a prankster.
I'm not.
Do you know, should we be in like a big field for this, or we give it a shot right here?
I mean, you're free to do anything you'd like, as long as you don't damage the book. And the reward from the creature contained within is mine.
That's it? Those are all the rules?
Huh?
That's it? Those are the rules?
I think that should cover everything.
You didn't say anything about me keeping the book.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think there's just the one monster?
He'll kind of put it on the Lazy Susan, and he'll turn it. This time he'll turn it like 2 areas, and then he'll just kind of like look, and he'll turn it back to V, and then hesitate a little bit, and then put it in front of B eventually. Him being the one that kind of put up the least amount of tomfoolery in the conversation leading up to this. And as it kind of passes in front of you, Ferwin and V and Ares and B and Elkis, you're able to peer over. You can see that it's Zikran's Zephyrian Tome.
Did you put that in chat?
Zikran's Zephyrian
Tome.
To the library.
The book's in front of you.
Did you hear me,
find out
Carlo?
about this guy.
No, I didn't.
I said that I was going to use the the chime of opening.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Dong.
Dong dong. Let me just triple check that would work. I don't.
Dong, dong, dong.
I don't know why.
Right into it.
Yeah. Here I am.
Doing everything I can.
Yeah.
I'm a Superman.
How many times can you use that, Alex?
10.
Oh.
So, as it kind of sits in front of B, Alecus, what tone does the chime make?
It goes, ah!
That's a nice C sharp. And yeah, so as it chimes, the lock pops right open.
I grab my shovel.
Wanting us to leave before we open this, because we opened it.
I mean, the book's not open. The lock's open.
I'd flip it open. Maybe you can help fight
Yeah.
You rip the Lazy Susan around, spinning it back to you.
it.
Yeah, so as you kind of lift the cover and you kind of hear some of the glue kind of start to creak and crack a little bit.
Is it glue?
Glue? Oh, not like semen?
It's an old Playboy.
You flip open, the first few pages are kind of written in various notes that you catch a glimpse of and scrawled in kind of a quick handwritten manner font. And as you kind of haphazardly throw it open, you realize that these are all pages that just kind of give off the appearance of marble as they're closed, and the last 90% of the book, maybe 90 pages exactly, appear to be blank as the cover flops down. And a gust of wind fills the room.
What a strong zephyr.
That's it.
No.
Oh, that's the end of the session?
Yeah.
It's a short one today.
Oh, who needs to peace out?
Carlo
Oh.
does.
Aha.
Carlo, do we level up?
No.
Fuck. In the middle of this, it's just all of us being...
Every time you ask that, I push it back a session. So.
I mean,
But-
I'm at least like 10 sessions until I level up, so what's another session?
But yes. Sorry, yeah. I have to go. Yeah, I'm getting wasted tonight.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're still streaming. Shoot, I didn't mean that.
I'm sending this to all your kids.
I'm gonna not get wasted tonight.
Everybody,
believe-
thanks for watching and all that stuff.
Bye.
Bye!